Hi, welcome back to my second episode. I'm introducing all of my reptiles to you guys. I'm going to be doing all my snakes today. I'm just going to start with the smallest one and work my way up to the biggest one. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. So first up, my smallest snake. This is Floozy. She is my Kenyan sand boa. She's not very intimidating at all. They've got some real derpy looking eyes and a little snout to help them stay buried in the sand most of the time. It's not really focusing on her eyes, but you get the gist of it. She doesn't look very scary, and she's not. She's very friendly. She's about 4 years old. She should be a little bit bigger than this, but her previous owner was not taking the best care of her, probably stunted her growth a little bit, and yeah, she's just a sweetheart. Yeah, no harm at all. But huge cuddler, loves to snuggle, and yeah, she doesn't feel like the rest. She's a little more rough, because she stays buried in that sand all the time, so it gives her a different texture. And yeah, she's gonna try to probably bury in my hair, so I'm gonna pull her down, and yeah, we'll get on to the next biggest guy. So next in size would be this little wormy guy of a snake. Sometimes he's a little bit nippy, and he's about to eat, so I don't want to touch with him too much. That's why I have him on the snake hook right now. I'm about to put him in his feeding bin, and he knows that hands are for hanging out, snake hook is for food. So I'm just going to show him to you guys. This is my Aztec Ghost corn snake. He's about 2 years old. He is super healthy. He has grown enormously since I've got him. When I got him at about 3 months, he was just this wee little baby. So you can see he has immaculately grown since I've got him. Yeah, and I love him. This is Duke. And yeah, we're gonna go feed him, and I'll go on to the next guy. Okay, next we have my two favorites. This is Palpatine and Padme. Yes, they are housed together. Don't hate on me for that. I do not think they are going to eat each other by any means. They are very well fed. They love each other. They're such love bugs. They're always cuddling. Palpatine is my banana pastel male ball python, and Padme is my albino candido het pied female ball python. And yeah, as you can see, they're about 1.5 years old. They're getting to be good size. They'll probably start breeding for me in the next year or so, hopefully. We're just waiting on Padme to lay her false clutch of eggs, and then we'll know that they're good to go, and any clutch after that hopefully will be good to put in an incubator, and maybe we'll get some little babies from these guys. And I'm very excited to see all the different possibilities of combinations and anything and just everything that they could possibly produce, because they are so similar looking but so very different, and they both have such very different genes in them that who knows what their babies could look like. And with her being het pied, she carries that pied gene, so I really hope that transfers into some of her babies for sure, especially with him and his banana. That'd be super beautiful. And as you can see, like I said, they just love each other. He's snuggling up with her right now. Yeah, so these guys are great. Great starter snake, I think, is a ball python. They're super easy. They're like the puppy dogs of snakes, I call them. As you can see, like, they're zero harm, zero threat. I'll hold them up to my face. I've introduced them to my cats. I've let my little sister hold them. My little sister's 10, so yeah, these guys are just all around super great, and I love them to pieces. So next in size, and not by much, is Miss Nagini. She is our blue-eyed leucistic ball python. She's probably the nicest one in the house. She's the most expensive one in the house. Yeah, she's just all around a pleasure to have. She's about 2 years old, so she's not too much older than Palp and Pad, but a little bit. And we are going to be getting her a male Mojave or Russo to breed with her soon to kind of keep that blue-eyed Lucy gene going. Because yeah, she is just all around beautiful, super friendly snake, high sweet face. Yeah. So yeah, these guys are great. Like I said, the ball pythons are super friendly. And she should be laying her false eggs anytime now. She's about that size, about that age. So any day now, anytime, we're just waiting for her to lay her false eggs, and then we'll know for sure that, hey, time to get me a boyfriend and start making babies. Next, he's pretty long. This is my rat snake. His name is Severus Snake. He's super pretty. I've got him on the snake hook again because he's going to be feeding. I'm just going to turn him around and show you guys some of his pattern. real pretty. He goes from like a yellow and pink down into like real nice pink, and he's got a real nice gray all around him. And I'm not gonna let him climb up that snake hook towards me. I'm gonna just turn him around again and keep him down there. He knows it's coming. He knows he's about to get fed, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him fed. And obviously some of them are skinnier and longer, some of them are just shorter and fatter, so it's kind of hard to decide like smallest to largest. So I'm just kind of going in whatever I decide my order is. Yeah, and you're not gonna climb up here and say hi to me right now. I'm gonna get you some food. And yeah, he's a little bit of a nippy boy sometimes too, so gotta be very cautious with that, especially around feeding time. You don't want any accidents to happen. So yeah, we're gonna get him fed and keep on going. All right, so this little scaredy cat is Skittles. He is my male 100% het pied ball python. You can't really see it too well, but in the right lighting and right after a nice shed, he's got a real nice iridescent that comes in, and so that's where he kind of got his name from. If I had to guess, I would say he's about 3 or 4 years old. I've only had him for maybe about a year now, but based on his size and his diet and everything and his temperament, I'd say he's probably about 3 or 4. At least I hope. I hope that this is not all I get out of him. He has been slowly growing still, so I hope he keeps growing. Obviously, if he does not, and this is his full capacity, then his growth was stunted. It's always hard when you're not the first owner because you don't know too much of what's true on their history and their past, but you just love them and hope for the best. Yeah, and I forced him to come out of his shell. If I let him, he would stay all crunched up in a little ball the whole time that I pull him out. So I just try to, force him into being the friendly snake that I know he's capable of being. All right, so this is Colt. He is my normal ball python, we'll call him. When it comes to the more normal morphs, I'm not too good at specifying them myself unless they're told to me when given to me, and that's how I know Skittles morph. Colt here, he's just a normal looking ball python. He is fully grown. He has not grown in about a year or so for me. I've had him about 3 years now. Unfortunately, the people before me, they just couldn't and weren't taking the best of care of him, which is typically always the case when it comes to surrenders. And you just got to decide if it's something you want to take on or not, and just give them the best life that you can, keeping them happy and healthy, and as long as they decide to bless you with their company, And I've had him for about 3 years, and he was given to me for free, so wouldn't have it any other way for sure. Even though he's not as big as he should be, he's all about as friendly. And yeah. So our second biggest snake in the house is Draco. He is our California king snake. And just like the corn snake and the rat snake that I showed you, these guys are very long and skinny. So he actually, if I unwrap him, is almost as long as me. He is just under 5 feet. So yeah, definitely a lot more than you would think just from seeing them all bundled up. And yeah, just like the corn snake and rat snake, these guys are long and skinny and don't get very girthy on you. He's had 2 previous owners before us, so he is about 14, one of the oldest in our house. But these guys live a good 15 to 20 years on average, as do most of the snakes. So we should have him for a little while longer. And yeah, he's all around just a snuggle bug. He'll find his little comfy spot and he'll just rest his head. He'll sit and watch movies with us. He'll just all around hang out and have a great time. Some people think he's intimidating, but he's not at all. So last up we have my biggest snake. This is Jafar. He is my red-tailed boa. He is pushing about 7 feet right now. He weighs about 60 pounds. It's kind of why it's not a great idea for me to pull him out by myself. It's more of a 2-man job these days. If you can tell, his head is right here. Curls up in his house a bit, comes all the way down, and has a nice big coil going on with his tail. He is a little bit overweight, but at least he's healthy. I do have him on a diet right now to try to get him back on a more normal weight. He has not been the happiest with that, so he is more of like a natural snake, whereas the other ones are kind of domesticated. A lot of the ball pythons are inbred for their specific colors, so they're not as smart, you could say, but this guy is 100% natural snake, so we don't trust him as much as we do with the other guys, and I won't pull him out by myself just in case he decides to get testy. I like having an extra set of hands just to be safe. You know, I would not ever want anything to have to happen to him or to myself just because I want to get risky and pull him out by myself. I have held him, I do hold him, just not alone, so I'm not going to pull him out right now. I will insert a video clip so you guys can see how it is a two-man job and how two people pull him out and put him in his feeding bin. But yeah, he has been around for about 3 or 4 years. When I first got him, he was only about 3.5 feet, so just shows the progress of I've taken very good care of him. If anything, I fed him a little too much, so yeah, we're gonna get him on track. And yeah, all around, he's going to be my showcase boa, because when he is happy and friendly, he is super happy and friendly and just loves attention. So he'll be great to kind of pull out, and it can be one that multiple people can hold. And yeah, he's super fun. Keeps me on my toes. So in this video, I covered all of my snakes that I own. In the next video, I'll make sure to do all my miscellaneous guys that we only have 1 or 2 of, you know, and I'll introduce all of them and give a couple of fun facts about them. Let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to see or what you'd like to see more of. And yeah, thanks for watching.